Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Wednesday, the 11th of December. I am Flatcapcallum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Genuinely gonna be quick. Need to go to bed. Brain's done. Done the horses. Just taking me a bit of a delay from doing the horses to get into the video. So we'll be super light on any explanations tonight. Just want to make a video. To be fair, originally when I came back in September, that was the plan, to do more videos like this one's going to be, where super quick. Didn't quite get there. So we've got the review, and then we've got Wednesday's horses, 5 of them, 16 quid. Review of Tuesday, no good, non-runner. Ran with credit is how I would say. It was 7.25 lengths from being framed. It was 10th of 17, so it wasn't a million miles away for a horse that was allegedly the rank outsider, but not good enough. And that was just beyond dire. I mean, four hurdles to go, all right, and then at the third last hurdle, it started to sort of slightly lose the main group, and then as soon as they were zoomed around the bend, that horse was gone. So yeah, no good on that one. So that was 950 on 150 of a refund. I think that puts us 1850 down after 2 days. That's no good. I've been quite comfortable the last couple of weeks, so we were due to hit a couple of bumpy bits. Let's see if we can turn the week around. It's a bit deja vu, to be fair, because last week, the first 2 vids, there was a zebra bet that was no good, and there was an all-weather bet that was no good, and this week we've had an all-weather bet that was no good and a zebra bet that was no good. And then on the third day, which last week was Friday, maybe it was Friday, there was the third day, I think. Anyway, whatever the third day was, I think it was Thursday or Friday, I did a zebra all-weather combined. And that's sort of what we've got for Wednesday, in the sense of there's a couple of zebras, there's a couple of handicap jump horses, and there's one all-weather horse. So it's a bit of a menagerie. I've cranked up the complication even slightly more than I did last time I did this last week. So I've tried to be a bit clearer on how it works. So hopefully you can follow me, and the colours and the numbers all work. Here we go. So 1220 Hexham. So what you'll see I've done is I've listed them in order, and then down here where I've got in different multiples that only include some of them, I've tried to do the number. So 1220 Hexham, Lure House, starting us off early doors, 1 star, 10 to 1. There's only 5 of the major bookies paying 4 on that place, on that race. 12 runners, but only 5 are paying 4, and that's where the bookie advice comes from, because legs 2, 3 and 4 are no extra places, and most bookies are 4 on leg 5, so it's only the leg 1 that makes the bookie difference. And it's one of them ones, you'd be unfortunate if the horse came 4th and a bunch of people missed out. If it came 3rd and you were with the other bookies, you'd get a quarter of the odds potentially. So it's better to get the 4th place bookie, but it's not the end of the world, or hopefully it certainly won't be. So 365 Sky, Betfair, Unibet, Betway are paying 4th on that one. So Lure House, 1 star, 10 to 1. Then we're going Hereford, 135 for leg 2. Jaunty Galaxy, it's a 3 star zebra horse, 66 to 1. Then we're going leg 3, 150 at Hexham, Westerdale, 1 star zebra horse, 40 to 1. And then 4th leg, 307 at Hereford, Jacqueline basement handicap race, but I think that's a good price for that horse, 25 to 1, 1 star. And 5 o'clock, only all-weather horse, didn't like Kempton, and it's the only horse I liked at Dundalk, 630 Dundalk. Is she now a 3-star horse? There's 2 3-stars in this, 22 to 1. So, like I did last week when I did a 5-horser, we sort of slightly shortened the stake down and then did extra bits. So I've got, and again, if you want to just keep it simple, you do 5-horse Canadian Super Yankee, that'd be 780. This bit of it is 8 quid basically, 8 quid on multiples, 8 quid on singles. So multiples, I'm doing 10 times 10p win doubles, 10 times 10p each way trebles, 5 times 10p each way fourfolds, and a 25p each way fivefold. Some of you will probably find it quite difficult to place the bet if you want to take the prices on the fivefold. There's not many bookies that would accept it. It might sound ridiculous to some of you, And yesterday's bet sounded probably ridiculous to some of you also. But for those of you uninitiated, if you try and put a bet like this on, the bookies won't accept even 25p each way sometimes. So the thing to do is take one of the horses and make it SP. I'd say probably Lure House being on the shorter side is probably the horse to do it with. That being said, wouldn't surprise me if either of those two drifted, but I'd rather take the price in the bank. Those two I think probably would be a bit shorter. That's my hunch, but it's not. There's nothing strong in that sort of in terms of price advice. So if you're struggling to put that on because the bookie says basically the payout's too big, so I don't know, whatever it is, like 4 million or something like that, if they all came in, even for 25p each way, change that one to SP. The bookie should accept it because they basically can control the liability. But it's better to always do that if you can on the first leg, because the last leg, let's imagine we were in Dreamland and you had 4 nice results going up there, even for places, the last leg would get artificially shortened because of the liability with the volume of people who are copying the bet. So SP, the first leg, is the best advice. Hopefully that makes sense. Right, extra combos. So we've got the handicap combination. So that's legs 1, 4 and 5, 25p each way Trixies. That's £2 bet each way doubles and trebles on leg 1, 4, 5. We've got a 25p each way double on the 2 non-handicapped horses, so the 2 zebra horses, Jaunty Galaxy and Westerdale. And then we've got a 50p each way double, legs 2 and legs 5, the 2 3-star horses. Jaunty Galaxy is She Now. So basically, we've got all 5 covered between those 2 bets, and then the best 2 horses, as I would make it, are in an extra double, 50p each way double. Singles, £1 win single, Lure House. £1 each way singles, Is She Now and Jaunty Galaxy, the 2 3-starers, £1 each way. And 2 times 75p each way singles, Jacqueline Westerdale. £16 you bet. As I said, that's the bookie advice. 365 Sky, Betfair, Unibet, Betway. All right. I've held it up long enough there. I think you've got the gist of it. And like I said, there's a simple get out. If for those of you who want to just keep it simple, 780 on a Canadian or Super Yankee, you can do that. It's 20p less than what I've done on the channel. You can then stick an extra 10p each way on the 5-fold if you want. But the way I've done it is I wanted to have more money down on some of the smaller doubles and trebles, multiples. So we've still got in there the dreamy 5-fold in there, but we've basically got less money on the 4-fold and less money on any combination of treble if you kind of did it in a different way. Likewise, with all the 5s in there, the 5 horse in there, I've got minimal on there on each way doubles, if you like. So I've done extra doubles, but the main priority double there is getting a couple of winners. And when you've got a bet, so the sort of the reasoning behind that is when I've got a bet like that was a 5-horse bet. If I've got a couple of these novice horses where really strongly playing for a place, very unlikely winners, there's no point chunking loads of money down on trying to get in there on those. The handicap ones are the ones that are more likely to win. I'd rather spread the stake around like that. So if you just did a straight up Super Yankee or Canadian, you'd have a higher amount of your multiples on the higher risk stuff. So you'd be spending more money on the trebles, 4-fold, 5-fold if you just did it like that. So that's why I've trimmed it down. And then I've also got a slightly bigger stake on some of what I think are the better combinations of doubles. That's how I've done it. Also confuses the heck out of the bookmaker as well as you, because they're like, what is all of this? This is absolute weird and amateur hour, surely. So that is always helpful too. All right, that's me. Long explanation of the bets, therefore it's not made it very short, is it at all? All right, thanks very much. Have a good one. I will see you if I've got anything for Thursday. And reminder, there won't be anything on Thursday night. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.